Hello, my loves. Welcome back. It's Dion, your Sin City Medium, and I have another Pleiadian channeled message for you. I'm so excited because if you recall, I had my first ayahuasca journey back in November, and I said that I felt like ever since that journey, I can feel this ET energy around me. Basically, I'm a medium, so I know what energy feels like when it's a loved one that's passed away, and this just felt different. It's the only way I can explain it. It was more sticky is what that felt like to me. So I had my first channeled message a couple days ago. I do have it posted. So there's the ayahuasca journey, then there's the channeled message, and you guys, I've got another channeled message here. Let's get into it. I feel like I'll read the message first, and I did ask them a question, so I'll read the message, I'll talk about the question, and then I'll go back up and explain any synergies or confirmation that I get, just so you hear it straight through. Okay, so the first thing I got was, remember, access lies within. Biofield of energy, walking data, cumulative knowledge and energy in collective experience. Allow yourself to feel the emotions, but purge the source. Fear-based emotions, or those of ego, are poison, blocking the flow of energy needed for life to survive. Defense mechanisms need to be created by way of love for humanity, rather than anxiety. A hardened heart can be built on either side of the fence. Portals are opening, the universe is watching, exclamation point. They will slowly remember. And then I asked, I'm like, well, how do we help them remember faster? And then I got fruits, flowers, right? Natural foods, processed foods, cortisone. No meat, numbing is what I got. Soma, purge, cleaner beings. Let's get back to it, right? So in the part when I said, how do we help them remember faster? They showed me the fruits. Immediately, because of those of you guys know, I'm highly clairvoyant, secondary claircognizance, right? So I could see the strawberries right away, and then it looked like blueberries or blackberries behind them is what it looked like. And then I also saw flowers. So it's basically eating the natural fruits, flowers, vegetables, those things. No processed foods, no meat, cortisone. And I feel like what they were explaining to me was that the chemicals in our food is basically numbing us, because I could even feel it. That feeling was of like a numbing sensation basically. And I feel like the fog from those chemicals is what makes us not remember how much power we have. And when I say power, these abilities, Soma, purge, cleaner beings. Soma means body, because we talk about somatic, right? Like somatic therapy to help the body purge, release trauma through movement. Soma, purge, cleaner beings. I was amazed. And then I'll say this too. So I had kept getting this message before channeling this about being vegan, and this is since my ayahuasca journey, okay? And I was thinking, no, not me be vegan, because I love chicken fingers and I love chicken enchiladas. I'm not a huge steak or meat person, but those two things I do enjoy, right? So I can't really see myself giving that up. And I eat a Big Mac once in a while. So I immediately was thinking, nah, but I did feel like I had, some little tummy issues, and I was thinking, oh, I'm 44, so that's kind of normal. Well, one day I'm talking to my brother, and he's like, man, and he's highly gifted as well, right? And so he says yeah, I just keep kind of getting this thing, we need to eat cleaner, right? And he's an amazing cook. And he's like, I just feel like I gotta cook cleaner, And I thought, oh, damn, we're onto something. So then I told him the whole story about how I had been feeling. And then, so to get this message today, I feel like, wow, right? But let's go back to the top. So when they talked about a biofield of energy and walking data, immediately, and if you guys are spiritualists, I'm sure just the fact that you're here, I'm pretty sure you've seen this. The man, it has that bio field of energy around him. That's kind of on every documentary, right? But I seen that biofield of energy, walking data. Energy never dies. So we have all this residual data from past life experiences on our side. We just have to remember that our access to it lies within us, right? We need to seek it out. Then they say, the cumulative knowledge and energy in the collective experience I'm mind blown. You know why? Because they keep saying, even in my last video, the last channel message was talking about how we have this devout inner strength and that we're stronger together. Well, we all have different strengths and weaknesses, and it's the same thing with our, spiritual gifts, right? So collectively, between what we know, between all of our energetic power, right, and past life experiences, we have what it needs to fight everything that is happening in this day and age, all these executive orders and all this BS, right, this chaos that's happening. We have the ability to stand, okay? So allow yourself to feel the emotions, but purge the source. Wow. If I'm sitting here as a woman and I'm fearful given all these things that are happening or these changes that are taking place, basically what they're telling me is I'm allowed to feel how I feel, but I need to work on purging the source of that feeling. The source of that feeling would then be fear, right? You might feel a sense of jealousy, but then you have to check yourself and say, I need to purge that, right? It's the same thing as doing shadow work. It's keeping ourselves clean of these negative fear-based emotions, because those, as we know, cause blockages, right? Even someone like me that's doing readings every single day, when I feel that stirring up of some feelings within me, I have to constantly ground and meditate myself in order to be clear, right? Receive clearer messages. So it's the same for all of us, basically. Allow yourself to feel the feelings, right? Initially, but purge the source. Fear-based emotions, or those of ego, are poison, blocking the flow of energy needed for life to survive. In the last message that we channeled, they talk about, no, there is no fear. Have no fear. Smoke is smoke. Chaos is smoke. And so we see, don't allow ourselves to get caught up in those feelings, right? Or make them our reality, okay? Defense mechanisms need to be created by way of love for humanity rather than anxiety. Well, what does that mean, right? So as I sit with that one, I can see the fight in us, right? But this obviously is not a physical fight. This is like really about spiritual warfare. A hardened heart, they say, can be built on either side of the fence. What does this mean? It means that as we sit up here and we try to push back against what is happening, we're doing it for the love of humanity, not because we want to sit up here, Dems against Republicans or blacks against whites or something like that. That's not what it is. It's the understanding that all are one, and we're going to stand for not hurting our fellow humans is what this is. We're doing it. We're fighting from a place of love, not fighting from a place of, again, fear-based, ego-based energy, right? Because we don't want to create any hardening of our hearts as we fight from a place of fear, okay? When they talked about the portals opening and the universe watching, what this looked like, the vision that I had was, if you could imagine the earth, right? And I'm just like kind of standing on the earth and I'm looking up, and there's another dome above the earth. And what I can see was if you were to like fly up and go into these holes, because they weren't cutouts, they were like literally, it looked like vacuums or tunnels off of this dome that's around the earth. So it would be them like pulling material and sticking their head in. The universe is watching. They're watching from looking into these holes, these tunnels is what it looked like. Because if I were to fly up, I could fly into the tunnel, right? And essentially into the ether. That's what it looked like. But yeah, how do we help them remember faster? It just feels like we need to purge our bodies, be cleaner about what we're eating, and do our best to remember, do our best to sit still, do our best to tap in and remember that access to everything is within us, okay? I hope this message was helpful to you. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Hopefully I explained it clearly the way I seen it. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to join our Discord if you haven't. We channel messages daily in there. We also do yes or no questions in there, and we have intuitive practice. We look forward to having you join the family. I'll see you soon. Okay, family, don't forget to join us live on TikTok daily. We go live every day, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you there. We've also got a Discord. Come and join the Sin City tribe. We're doing yes or no's, channeled messages, as well as intuitive practice. And guess what? We've got weekly giveaways. Who doesn't love a giveaway? And this is all for less than the cost of a TikTok live reading. I hope to see you there.